Charles greets the King of Bahrain with a royal salute at Windsor Castle. Welcome to Royal Updates. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming royal update. Imagine two kings standing at the historic Windsor Castle. They are joined by custom and friendship. This is more than just a royal visit. There is a guard of honor, national songs playing in the background, and a strong show of unity. Come with us as we talk about the most interesting parts of King Hamad's visit to honor His Majesty's Silver Jubilee. King Hamad bin Isa al Khalifa of the Kingdom of Bahrain was invited by His Majesty the King to Windsor Castle on November 11, 2024. The castle is a famous place that was a good fit for the event. As the year of the King's Silver Jubilee, 25 years of rule, the visit was a major event in a historic year. At this one-of-a-kind and beautiful event, custom and diplomacy came together to make a scene of grandeur that showed how close the UK and Bahrain are to each other. The visit showed how close the friendship and respect between the two royal families have grown over the years through shared ideals and understanding. When King Hamad got to Windsor Castle, His Majesty to officially greet him, the king stood on the dais in the quadrangle, following a tradition that is very important to the British royal family. The two kings and queens met each other with warmth and sincerity as a sign of the utmost respect. This set the tone for the day's formalities and honors. Windsor Castle, which is at the center of British royal history, gave the event a sense of timelessness by connecting the current monarchs to international events that have been held there for hundreds of years. The quadrangle of Windsor Castle, which is often used for state events, was immaculately ready for the guests to arrive. The respected 1st Battalion Welsh Guards made up the Guard of Honor, who stood in queue waiting for the signal to honor the visiting head of state. The Welsh Guards have a long history of serving the crown and are known for their discipline, honesty, and hard work. They are one of the most prestigious groups in the British Army. During the event with both monarchs, they showed not only the strength and honor of the British troops but also the unity between the UK and Bahrain. As part of the ceremony, the Guard of Honor was joined by the regimental band, which is known for playing moving music. The band played the Bahraini national anthem as King Hamad walked up. This filled the quadrangle with the sounds of Bahrain and made it a formal welcome. The royal salute that followed was a strong moment that was only for heads of state. It showed how much the two countries respected each other. The Welsh Guards stood at attention in their famous uniforms of scarlet tunics and bearskin hats. They were proud to uphold customs that go back hundreds of years. At the end of the song and royal salute, King Hamad joined His Majesty the King to look over the Guard of Honor. This traditional check is a very important act that shows how much respect the host country has for the visiting leader. As they walked past the troops in a queue, the two kings and queens showed that their countries were united and respected each other. The fact that the guards stood in perfect formation shows how dedicated and well-trained the unit is. For those watching, this moment exemplified the honor and order that are essential to these kinds of formal state events. It also showed the visiting king that the British monarchy holds him in the highest regard. After the inspection was over, both kings and queens went back to the dais to see one of the day's highlights, a military march past. During this march, the Welsh Guards moved in perfect sync with each other, showing order and honor that was typical of the British Army. Every action was done very precisely, showing the dedication and professionalism that have long been linked to the regiment. The march past showed how strong and united the British military was, and it was also a way to show respect for their important guest. Both rulers watched with pride and happiness.